Hey guys, are you feeling frustrated right now as we speak, trying to figure out what just went wrong on your first date? Well, you've come to the right place, and we are going to discuss all of that in depth right now.
Let's go.
Welcome to the newly branded Improve Men channel.
Woo! Claps.
Claps. We have dropped the name podcast from everything now. We are now going with the name channel because it is going to open us up to provide so many more ideas and brand new content that makes us more dynamic, and we, of course, as importantly, get it all out to you guys.
Yes. We are going through renovation. We have new equipment, new studios. You can see looking all nice, but that's all for you guys.
Yep. And of course, my name is Paul Sebastian,
My name is Jesus Pacheco.
and we are here to get started with episode 4.
What did your date went bad?
Oh, man. All right, let's talk about it.
Let's go.
All right, so first of a few points that we're going to mention today, it's not your fault.
Yes, guys, I'm sure right now you are feeling depressed. You're feeling clueless as to what happened. And let's start with something really important, is that it's not your fault. Everybody can make mistakes. Right now, the dating field is not even. Right now, social media has been changing the environment and changing the field about dating. So
Lots.
there's a lot of big expectations for you. People are gonna try to judge you on all of these dates based on all of that nonsense in social media. So first of all, is it's not your fault. Just forgive yourself, accept what is happening, and it's not the end of the world, my man.
Yeah, and if you are feeling really frustrated and you're trying to find the answers as to what just went on in your date or just your overall dating life, then, well, look, just to kind of put things into perspective here, all right? And that is, things are not as bad as they seem. So if you really think that your date went so bad, you have to realize that things could be a lot worse. There's a lot worse things in life. And also, if things, you might think things go very well, but things are not always as good either. So context always matters.
Correct. And at this point is you need to pat yourself in the back. Like you just got a date, right? You basically had an opportunity to get to know a person, and if it went bad, maybe there's some reasons. Maybe there's reasons out in that basically led up to this bad date, and it's a learning experience, and you should take it as such. So pat yourself on the back. You are doing something that not a lot of people are doing right now.
All right. Okay, guys. So, why did your first date go bad? Well, it could be because you are being too literal.
Correct. You guys, you need to basically you probably were not having fun in the conversations, right? Maybe she started to become really uncomfortable because you were taking every single thing as literal, right? So remember, guys, like your tone, the way that you're communicating, the way that you smell, like guys, like this is like National Geographic level, like this is all about courtship, right? And so if you were off in all of those things, that maybe caused her to be really uncomfortable. Maybe that's why she called off the date earlier.
Yeah, it could be. And I would say that even like a woman will talk about things that have double meaning, and then you're not picking up on that, and then that's one way where you're taking it too literal or you're taking offense to it. And then you play a defensive game. And then she's going to notice that you're not on the same communication level as her.
Yeah, it's like she called me
Yeah.
a dork. It's like
Yeah, or
she's trying to be
y-
funny.
yeah, and then, yeah, she's trying to be funny, and then you're not accepting that.
Yeah.
You're being too harsh on her,
Mm-hmm.
yourself, the situation, and
Yeah.
so there could be like a moment on the date where you do something funny or quirky, and she laughs, and then she even gives you a nickname from that,
Mm-hmm.
and a guy will then could totally not take that the right way,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll get very defensive, and she's gonna be taken by surprise and say, geez, like, she's gonna start thinking to herself like, wow, like,
This guy doesn't take a joke.
yeah, this guy doesn't know how to take a joke. He's not seeing what I was trying to tell him.
Yep.
But a lot of times, guys, this is a good thing if she's actually teasing you. That means that she is interested in you on
Mm.
a certain level.
Yep.
So if you're able to run with it, accept it, be very lighthearted about it, and not take yourself too seriously, then then the date will start to move forward, and she's going to accept you a lot more. So if you are just taking things too literally and negatively, it's going to hurt your date success rate.
Yeah. Be playful, guys. Just
Yep.
take it slow. Be playful.
Okay, guys, another reason why you could have just had a bad date is because you were too intense from the beginning.
Correct. And let's kind of put it out there, right? Maybe you were too intense on the sex topic. Let's you know that's level one, guys. Don't be too intense on that. Okay, leaving that aside, let's for the regular normal people, right? Is maybe you can came in with good intentions, right? Uh, and you wanted to put your best foot forward with the girl, with your date, but maybe with those intense feelings, right? Because you were so excited to have this date, maybe you're throwing too many compliments at her, right? Maybe I heard one time where they when they with a guy said like is that your smell? And the girl was like, yeah, why? Ah, it's because that's the smell of the love of my life.
What?
So it's like the girl, I'm sure she's like texting
Mhm.
her friend like,
Yeah.
just get me out of here. So guys,
She's looking for the nearest exit.
exactly. So maybe that's why she's maybe she called off the date, and that's why it was too intense.
Well, another way of just not kind of carrying the date is just being too nervous. You might just not have much to say, or maybe you're saying the wrong things. But if if you're going to be nervous, I would recommend that you say less, and you actually hold and maintain eye contact with her. And I recommend this because if there is a pause, she will see that you are looking at her with a certain type of intent, and she's gonna question you, and she's gonna ask you, what why are you looking at me that way, or what's going on? Do I have something on my face? And then you could be honest and take that opportunity and say, well, I didn't really have much to say except but look at you, and just wanted to admire you for a second.
Yeah, it's more confident. It's less needy, right? Is you just kind of causing a little bit of that like moment, that awkward moment, but it's not an awkward moment. It's actually sexual tension. So you
Yes.
gotta run with it and just kind of be confident and just look at her in the eyes and just be like, like just kind of like admiring that she took the time to look nice for you. Like if you're coming
Yep.
from that frame,
Yep.
it's much better than from a needy perspective and saying that is the love of your life or just being too intense.
And then that's where a new conversation topic will come up, such as what she's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you mention that, if you notice what, the outfit that she chose for the evening, she's going to really love the fact that you did. And you guys can talk about that. It really opens up for a fun and flirty, playful topic. And then that's how you guys can get connected too on that level.
Yes, but guys, just don't be too intense. Again, if you were totally fine, but maybe that's why your date went bad.
Yep. All right, guys. So another reason why your first date went bad is you need to realize that you are not her entertainer.
Yes. I had actually had a conversation with a couple of buddies of mine, and I asked them like, "Hey, like, what would be a nice kind of first date setup, right? Like, where would you go?" And they gave me all these options, all these places, right? And I'm thinking, you don't even know the girl. Like, you don't even know what she likes. You don't even know her. Like, is she a fun person? Is she a quiet person? Is she like an active person, or is she just like a laid back person? So like, you don't even know what she likes. You don't even know the girl, and you're already taking her to all of these like fun activities and all these places to just kind of like filling the void about like don't knowing her. So guys, like, you don't know the girl, so first get to know her first before like taking her to like all of these crazy places. You're not her entertainer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say to go above and beyond on your first date. You don't also always have to be cracking jokes all the time. Yes, be charming, be fun, be confident, relax, easygoing, and have a sense of humor. But you're not there again, like Jesus is saying. Don't be her entertainer. Don't be the court gesture. Don't be cracking a joke like every 5 minutes or so, because then that also kills the attraction, because she's just gonna think, oh, well, he's just a funny guy, or he's just a guy I go to for a good laugh. Another reason why your first date went bad is probably because you were just choosing complicated spots or just high activity places. So I would say choose a simple spot. Just keep it simple and don't do anything intense. Don't get into anything too crazy. The date is about getting to know each other and putting each other in a space where the both of you can clearly listen to each other, hear each other, and understanding the context of why you're there. And listening, I would say, is just as important as talking. And you gotta pick and choose when is the right moment to do each. So it's like a dance. It's like a dance, like where your partner moves one foot that way, you put your other foot the other way. And a big thing that I would really like to stress is that listening is a very important skill to have, not just in dating, but in life overall. Because if you are not listening, you have no clue where people are coming from. You're gonna have a harder time connecting with people, and people will notice that you weren't listening at all, and then they're just not gonna want to see you again, and it just could be a big reason why you're just not having successful first dates.
Exactly. And one of the comments that I received was like that guys talk too much on the first date. It's it's probably because they're nervous. It's probably because they're trying to again fill in that void. And guys, like, just need to you need to listen. Also, by listening, you are mysterious. Again, if you let her talk, you get to know her, and you get to know who she is. And by you just listening, that also leaves space for her to just think about more about you, more about like what actually you do. And if she asks, maybe you can just give a light answer, but just again go back and try to listen, and try to find out who she is. First dates are about diagnosing the person, and really also just like, yeah, you come in with a good intentions, right? But again, is you also gotta find out if she's really good for you. So don't come in and just say, yeah, this is the love of my life, and this is gonna be the girl that I'm gonna marry. Like, you need to come in with an energy of like, let me see who you are, let me listen. I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna be a little bit mysterious. Let a little bit of those silences play out, and just try to be mysterious. Just listen.
Okay, so another reason why you are having bad first dates is because you're not realizing that they test you. And what do we mean by that? And that is because when you are out on your date, women are always going to be asking you questions that have different meanings. And it's It's a very psychological yet very subtle way of checking to see who you are as a man. Are you going to be a man that is going to lead the interaction, lead the date, or are you going to be somebody that is always indecisive, don't know where to go, and always defers to her decision every time? Like, for example, where to go to eat or to engage in fun activities, where you're always saying in the date, well, I don't know, being confused. What are you down for? Well, I'm not sure. Do you need to be home soon, or I could drop you off? And you're offering to even end the date early because you don't have a funner place to be. So they'll test you to see if you're going to be on that simp level. And if they even pick up a little ounce of that from you, then they're totally gonna lack the respect for you.
Correct. And some of your dates are definitely gonna go bad, as Paul said, because uh, they want you to behave like a simp. Um, they want to make every single decision on the date, right? Where to go, right? What to eat, what time to do certain activities, right? And they're gonna get mad at you. And again, is you want to discard the those girls, the ones that are like not really there to be playful, to be a team player. You want somebody that is willing to come in with a good energy, right? Willing to be participative, to be open, to have fun, and not there to just kind of judge you and test you and just cross check marks on their notebooks, right?
Yes.
And because
Oh yeah.
again, it's like you're there with good intentions, but again, you might need to have a little bit of your check marks too, right? To really check out the things that you're looking for
Screen her
and
too.
screen her too.
Screen her too. That goes into being a
Correct.
confident person.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like every first stage should not be this romantic glorious like moment. Like first days you getting to know the person, so don't go overboard. And again, they will test you, so just make sure to just be confident, be calm. And if they are giving you a bad energy because you're not behaving like a simp, right? Just again move on. You can have other first dates, so it's not the end of the world, my man.
All right, guys. We have reached the conclusion of episode 4, but not before giving you some closing thoughts. Fellas, we understand how frustrating a first date could be. We understand those feelings of guilt and failure and overplaying back in your head what went wrong, what you did wrong, and stuff. But we're here to tell you that it's not the end of the world. You're always going to have your successes. There will be some failure. We're not perfect people. But what is important is that you realize that you must not overthink. You must not trap your mind into those thoughts. And also to learn from your experiences. Pick up those lessons and apply them to your future ones. That way, you will achieve better dates. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will have these successes. So, brothers, stick it out and you will find success.
Yes, guys. If you make all of mistakes that we mentioned, some of them, one of them, all of them, just forgive yourself. It's totally fine. This is a normal experience that every guy will go through, and bad first dates will happen. So forgive yourself, and especially if you notice any of those mistakes that we mentioned, take accountability. Real men take accountability. Real men are ready to change, are ready to adapt, to have those lessons learned. And if you are here, it's because you're trying to find answers and you're trying to basically know what is it that is happening in your days, what is happening in your life, and we are here to help you. That's why you're here at the Improvement Channel.
And we commend you for that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here in this episode 4, trying to figure out what went wrong on your first dates. We basically appreciate every single one of you that are supporting the channel. As you can see, we have, as mentioned before, we have some new equipment, and it's all about improving, right? So we're here improving ourselves and trying to improve you guys. So thank you for all the support, for all the people that share their stories. I appreciate them so much.
We're always here. And of course, my name is Paul Sebastian.
My name is Jesus Pacheco.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel here at the Improved Men channel.
Woo! Let's go. See you guys. Take care.